everybody, it's Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and I'm doing a Project Life update for you guys. I did one last week and I just shared with you guys where I was at, and I kind of just said, oh, I've thrown this together and this is kind of where I'm at and I'm almost caught up. And I don't know what it is, but I kind of thought I would be okay with just getting caught up and just doing, really just minimal to get me there. But then all week it just kind of nagged at me, and I really, really wanted to put a little bit more effort in. So over the weekend, that's what tends to work really well for me, is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to just get my few items out and then kind of work on it. So that's what I did. And so I thought I would share with you guys again, and I changed some stuff up, and I'm really caught up now. I went all the way to week 30, got all caught up. I have photos to print, and then I'll have journaling to do, and I'll share that with you guys. But I also set my album up for the rest of, for the next couple months. So I'm really going to get back into Project Life and just really back into the mode. So I still had a little bit of journaling I need to go back and do. I was really focused on from right here. So this was, I still have a week. I actually didn't even realize I still had this. I might just write in here. So this is the beginning of June. Oh, so no, I wasn't doing weeks. So I'm all done with this. So I did the journaling on here, you can see, and then I started here, and this is what I really redid. And I used a bunch of different things. This was a 6x6 pad that I used my punches. I really just had a little bit of fun and really just redid a few things. And this originally was all done in the craft core kit, and so I saved this one little, this was a 3x4 card, and I saved it and I trimmed it down, but then I used this 6x6 pad to do the whole layout. So then the very next week I used honey, and I redid all of this. I used the honey core kit, and instead of redoing everything with it, I liked some of it, but it just needed a little something. So again, I used a 6x6 pad of paper, and I'll show you the card close up. So I just used a border punch and then some of that paper, and I added it right to the honey card, the honey 4x6 card, and then that worked out really well. And then I used the butterflies throughout, and then that helped tie all of that together. And then same thing here. I hadn't really done, I wasn't really happy with what I had done, so I was able to pull everything out, and that's the kids outside, right outside the back door, playing. And then I had this from the Snap collection, and it says keep calm and snap on, which was perfect because this is when we were broke down, and so it was really perfect. And then this is a 3x4 card or a bifold card that I made. So I really wanted to tell the story. So this is a bifold card that I decided to go ahead and make. So this was from the Jade core kit, this first card. And then what I did is I just put washi tape down the middle. I attached another card, this back card, to it. This says, this is the story. So what I did is I attached a card here, and then I did washi tape down the middle, and that gave me a bifold card that matched. So I did more journaling there. And then right here, this was, I guess we went into a different week. I think I kind of split that up. So I used some of the craft core kit, and then I also used some of the Snap cards. And then this is week 27, and what I did is I really needed to split this up, and I really could not figure out how. So this was the very first week of July, and I used another 6x6 paper pad, and I did this card. So I just did some banners. I had this flare. And then I just did this calendar. This is a stamp and this is a stamp, and I just did that up. And I really wanted to start July in my next album, so I just split it in half and I took it out, and I just thought that's gonna have to work. So same thing down here. I did 2 photos on a 4x6 card, and then we're feeding the ducks right here, and so I just had this little flare button, 10 button thing that was from October Afternoon, and I just put that on there. So then what I did is I went into my next album, and I'm using a red album that I have. That's not the album it's gonna eventually stay in. Eventually I'll get albums that match. But what I did is I just went right into this album. And so here's my July calendar. These are the my awards that I had, and you guys had seen these last time, but they were like in a different type layout. So then I added a different piece of paper here and attached my card. And then this is the other side of that layout. So here's another little flare. I just attached that right to the pocket. And then it's all that paper matches, and I still have to journal that. But then for the next week, because now I'm back to doing weekly layouts instead of just a month overview. So I went into the very next week. I put week 28 down here on this 3x4 card, and I just stamped right on this card. This is from the Cherry Core Kit. So I just stamped right on that card. The Cherry Core Kit works really good, really well for just doing that. And then I just added, this is from the Cherry Core Kit, but then this was designer paper from a 6x6 stack, and it just coordinated really well. So I covered up the little design. It had a little design that looked like that. So I covered that up. I took some white cardstock. I stamped this July 2013, and then I circled the days. See, it's a stamp that has all the days here. So I circled which days, which week it was. Then I did my journaling, and I just did that Cherry Kit all the way through. It was real basic, but it got me going. So then this is where I need photos, but what I did is I went ahead and I created my title card by just stamping right there. Then I did July 2013, week 29. I just did a border punch down here, and then this is stickers. So I just made that little banner. I put in coordinating cardstock, then I'll have photos. So I just have to get organized with my photos. I'm only 2 weeks behind in printing photos. So as soon as I look through everything, part of it is I haven't gathered all of our items. We take photos on several different devices, and so I have to gather all those devices together and get them all on the computer and then sort them. So that's the easy part. That's really, really simple to me. So now I know I can look at this as a reference. So I wanted to change it up a little bit, and so I went ahead and used a Design E. Partially, I use Design E when I know I'm not going to have that many photos. And I just have not been taking a whole lot of photos. So it was a really good opportunity to change up, you know, give me a little bit of a change. And then because I have less photos, it will work well. So then we go into this next week, and I knew that also last week I did not have a lot of photos either. Or actually it's, yeah, last week. So, yeah. Okay. So I just printed this out. I found this. I wanted something summery. I chose to just use this cardstock. Is from the Clementine Core Kit. It's the cardstock that matches. I just did one sheet and chopped it up, and then I did a sheet right here. There's an 8.5 by 11 page protector right here. That is for this. So I have the part of the magazine that has all the details about the, you know, royal baby being born. And then I have an update right here that I'm going to print out, okay? So then I just knew I didn't have a lot of photos. I knew that that wasn't going to be a problem. So I went ahead and did this really fun thing right here where I just stamped week 30. I used some stickers. Then I have my photos marked because I actually know exactly which photos need to go here. I just did the same cards here and I'll journal, and I have photos ready to go. And then I set up the rest of my album. So here is the next week. I already have my calendar slot in there and the days circled. I've done this. My calendar is here. And then I've gone ahead and done this for the rest of August and into September. So here's August. I just used the Midnight Core Kit and did some coordinating. So now I know I'll just have to slip photos in and journal. Same thing. So then I did another thing right here. I used this card, Everyday Life, and then I have a calendar here that I'll, you know, put on mat and use. And then my next week is here. I have my August up there I'll do something with. And then my September is ready to go. I actually have a kit already that I'm using, and so I've just set that up all the way through. I have just white pieces in here so that it's easier to show. I'll be using it for a video later on. And so now I'm all set up all the way through September, and that's going to make life super easy for me to just get pictures printed and get them slipped into the pockets, and it will get me back into the project life mode. So I'm so excited that I did that. I'll have photos at the end of the video, and then you can click up top and it will take you to my website, and then you can see the photos there as well. So thanks guys for coming by. Thanks for looking at another Project Life update. I am really excited to be back in the swing of things and back in the mindset of taking more photos and documenting more things. So thanks guys. I will talk to you later.